The Steelers are not stopping and are acting quickly in the market to acquire big names. In this video, you will be the first to hear about the main news about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Today, we bring you two pieces of news that are shaking up the NFL world and could directly impact the future of our franchise. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Oh, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any details about our team. Now, let's get to the first news. Trevor Lawrence is tipped to be traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers, but it's just a prediction. A potential trade involving Trevor Lawrence and the Pittsburgh Steelers has been gaining prominence as a prediction for the 2025-2026 NFL season. But it's worth noting that it's still just speculation, not an official report. The Jacksonville Jaguars are one of the most interesting teams for next season, with names like Travis Hunter and Trevor Lawrence, in addition to the new leadership of Liam Cohen and James Gladstone. Possible trade between the Jaguars and Steelers. Jaguars would receive TJ Watt and a 2026 first-round draft pick. Steelers would receive QB Trevor Lawrence. TWSN's Marissa Myers had already analyzed this possible move earlier this year. According to her, even after being selected as the first overall pick in the 2021 draft and labeled as a generational talent, Lawrence has still not managed to transform the Jaguars into an elite franchise. In his first 3 years, the quarterback's performance has had its ups and downs. In his third year, he threw for 4,016 yards, 21 touchdowns, and 14 interceptions. Stable numbers, but far from what was expected. In 2024, he dealt with injuries that limited his performance. Only 2,045 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. Although his career cannot be considered a failure, it also fell short of the great expectations created after his brilliant years at Clemson. 2025. A decisive year for Lawrence with the Jaguars. The 2025 season could define Lawrence's future in Jacksonville. The team seems to be preparing for a big move, but there is one question in the air. What if it doesn't work out? A disappointing campaign could force more serious conversations about the direction of the franchise and the quarterback. Why would the Steelers consider Trevor Lawrence? The Pittsburgh Steelers are looking for a starting quarterback for the future. The next offseason could represent the best chance for that. Names like Anthony Richardson, Kyler Murray, and Lawrence himself could be available. The Steelers are still waiting for a definition on the future of Aaron Rodgers. If he doesn't play in 2025, the franchise would have to rely on Mason Rudolph or Will Howard. Not very promising scenarios. Since Ben Roethlisberger's retirement, the team has been looking for a reliable name to lead its offense, and Trevor Lawrence could be that bet. Rumors indicate that the Steelers could trade for Will Levis, says NFL analyst. The Pittsburgh Steelers continue to search for a long-term solution at quarterback, and a new suggestion has appeared on the radar. Bleacher Report analyst Mo Moton believes the franchise should consider a trade with the Tennessee Titans for young quarterback Will Levis. According to Moton, regardless of whether or not Aaron Rodgers decides to play for the Steelers in 2025, the team should offer a fourth-round pick to acquire Levis. Rodgers will be 42 in December, and at this point in his career, he is basically a seasonal player. Levis, on the other hand, has 2 years left on his rookie contract, argues the analyst. A long-term solution. Moton reinforces that Will Levis could represent the future of the franchise, unlike temporary options like Rodgers. If the Steelers, in 2025 with a mediocre performance and Rodgers leaves after just 1 year, they would at least have Levis, a young guy with experience as a starter and potential to be developed, he said. He also highlighted the difference between Levis and Mason Rudolph. In 7 years, Rudolph has been just a game manager. Levis at 25 has a strong arm, mobility, and much more room to grow. Roster changes and the urgency for a quarterback. After the 2024 season, the Steelers lost both of their quarterbacks. Justin Fields signed with the New York Jets, and Russell Wilson signed with the New York Giants. The only alternative in negotiations is Aaron Rodgers, who turned down an offer from the New Orleans Saints and has been in talks with Pittsburgh for months. Meanwhile, the Titans already seem to be looking to the future. They selected quarterback Cam Ward with their first pick in the 2025 draft, signaling that they plan to develop the rookie rather than gamble on Levis. In 2024, Levis had 2,091 yards and 13 touchdowns for the Titans. Pressure mounts in Pittsburgh. Despite qualifying for the playoffs in 2024, the Steelers fell in the first round again, losing to the Baltimore Ravens. Fans are growing impatient with coach Mike Tomlin, as the team has not reached the Super Bowl since losing to Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers more than a decade ago. Now, with Will Howard, Mason Rudolph, and Skylar Thompson on the quarterback roster, many analysts say that won't be enough to carry the team forward. Tomlin faces a big task, finding the right quarterback to return the Pittsburgh Steelers to the top of the NFL. Organized team activities are scheduled to begin on May 27th.